Good morning, it's Vlogmas day 19 today. It's Saturday morning. Thomas has gone round to the house. I'm supposed to be going round and do some painting today, but I also need to spend some time with my granddad because I think he's going to be on his own for a little while. So I need to kind of get my act together and start going. I have just been wrapping some Christmas presents and I just thought I'd give you a little sneak peek of what my wrapping station looks like. The front room has become Santa's grotto, so I've got some presents that are wrapped down here, and then that pillowcase there is Thomas's stocking, and that next bag there is all Thomas's presents, and then we've got little bits and pieces for other people. So I'm making quite good progress through my Christmas wrapping. I'm quite proud of myself. So I am going to go and wake Charlotte up because she's still asleep, and then I'm going to get ready for the day. I could do with really taking these blog photos for my Adele blog post, so I might have a shower and like do the whole hog of like washing my hair and stuff, because I also need to sort tomorrow's video, which I haven't filmed yet, so I might have to do that today as well. So busy day all round. The dogs are snoozling as usual. And I don't really think I've got anything else to report as of yet. So I've done my hair and makeup, and my hair's just like usual, curly, wavy, and then I've kind of tried to incorporate Adele's makeup into what I'm wearing, and I've just got the first outfit on that is for this blog post, and me and Lottie are going to go outside now and take some photos for it. First outfit done, and now we're going to go and shoot the second, and then we're going to go and get some lunch and spend the afternoon with my granddad. I don't think I'll be doing any painting today. That's it for now. We've just had lunch at Grandad's, and look who I've got, a little friend. It's so dark outside. It's really, really cold today. Look. Hi guys, it is 6:10 now, and I'm in the car just on my laptop on my mum's drive because I could go in. My sister's in there getting ready for a night out tonight where I'm actually dropping her off. My second like the one next down from me, so the second eldest, I'm the first eldest, the oldest, but I just know that like if I go in I'll get distracted, whereas I've got like a couple of blog posts to write and stuff, so I'm just going to sit here and actually get them done, and it's horrible weather and I just really don't want to get out of the car, so I've got like an hour until I have to take her, and then I've left my phone at my granddad's where we were this afternoon. So I need to go and pick that up, and then me and Tom are just going to stay in tonight and have tea, and then I need to go and pick up Ossie from work. I've just dropped her off. So it's just been a really like non-day today. Like I've not really done much at all. It hasn't felt like, apart from those blog photos, but I suppose you just have those, don't you? This foundation that I'm trying at the moment from Bourjois, it's the Air Matte. My mum's dog's barking at me. It's the Air Matte foundation, and it's so nice. Like it feels really nice on the skin. It feels quite similar to the L'Oreal Infallible, but not quite as heavy as that. It doesn't go as cakey, like it just wears off really, really nicely. And last night I couldn't believe what it looked like at the end of yesterday's vlog, after it had been on all day. So I'm really, really impressed with it so far. So I've just come upstairs because I'm going to put my pyjamas, and I've just picked Lottie up from work, and I've left this front window open in her room where she sleeps, and it's really cold. Okay, I'm so not going to confess to that. I don't think she watches many of these anyway. Really quite cold in here, and it's also really quite messy. You'd think she'd tidy up after herself, but if you do, you'd think wrong. Oh, okay, so I'm ready for sleep, really. I thought what I would do is just go through my current makeup situation while we're staying here, because I know I probably go on about this all the time, but for those of you that don't know, this where we're staying at the moment isn't our home. It is Tom's mum's house. She's moved out. She's moved into Tom's sister's house so that we can stay here while we're renovating our house. So for ages I just had like a shoebox full of makeup because I thought we were going to be here for like a month, and I just thought I'm just going to have to cope like with barely any makeup. And then as it turned out that we were going to be here for a bit longer than that, and I needed to write blog posts, and I was buying stuff for videos and haul videos, and I just needed stuff. And especially like when I'm filming different makeup looks, I like to use different products, not just for me, but also so that you can all see me using different products, because that's the whole point. So I said to Thomas, I was like, I'm gonna have to go and get my Alex drawers from my granddad's, because they were in my granddad's garage empty, because I need somewhere to like organize all this stuff. And it's like, to me it's still chaotic, and you'll see what I mean when I show you, but it's still kind of organized for the space that I've got now. So on the top at the moment, I've just got this little pot that I keep in here. I've got random pair of scissors in there, but then I keep like lip glosses and lip stains, and then I've got my Philosophy Fresh Cream Rollerball perfume in there as well. And then on this side I've typically got eyeliners. So this is just basically where I keep all of my eyeliners, but also there's a few lip liners in here because my lip liner one is getting a little bit full. So I've got quite a few like MAC, Rimmel, Urban Decay ones in there that are just, obviously not my like entire collection, but just what I've just got here at the moment. And then I keep little bits and pieces on here. So I've got the hairspray I'm using at the moment, which is the high volume one. This dry shampoo by I think it's Fudge Urban, which I don't really like it. It's the crisp pear and sweet vanilla dry shampoo. I don't really think it does anything, but it's good to try different things, but I wouldn't recommend it necessarily. Urban Decay setting spray, and then I've got my Elizabeth and James perfume in the back there, that's by the brand that is Mary-Kate and Ashley own. Love Struck perfume, Lancome, La Vie Belle perfume. I've got my VO5 Give Me Texture, which I've been using religiously lately. My Vera Wang Princess CK Into You. I've got the It's a 10 Miracle Leave-In plus keratin spray, and then my deodorant that I always use. And then these trays, I bought these at Dunelm the other day, if you remember, because when we move out, I'm gonna put one of these in one of these drawers and keep like my lip liners and my eyeliners and things in here, just because that pot isn't sufficient any longer. So in the top drawer, this is where I've been storing all my lipsticks. And if you remember from my last makeup collection video, this is from Muji, and they have like slots here. So there used to be little compartments, but I've taken the slots out while we're here, and I've just literally dumped so many lipsticks in here. I think this is actually my entire collection of lipsticks, and then there's a few over in the makeup that I use like daily. So this is like a combination of Bourjois, Rimmel, MAC. There are a few high-end ones in here from like Dior and YSL, but mainly my lipsticks. MAC is like the most expensive that it gets, really, unless someone else has bought me one. Like my mum bought me a Chanel one from the airport when they last went on holiday, but I don't really tend to buy very expensive lipsticks. So, oh, and there's a little Charlotte Tilbury one there as well. That's probably my most expensive one. And then in this drawer, this is where I'm keeping all my foundations and concealers. So when you see me film videos, 9 times out of 10 I'll been over to this drawer before I started filming, and this is where I will have chosen my foundation for that day. Tucked in the back are some primers, right at the back are some primers, and this drawer, when I first put everything in here, was all really tidy, and now it's just chaos. So I'll just show you a few. I've got my Dior Air Flash in here, my Garnier BB cream, my Rimmel Lasting Finish foundation, L'Oreal True Match Bourjois. This is the Makeup Forever HD foundation that I've still actually not used on myself. I've used it on other people, but never on myself. So that's that drawer. And then in here, I keep my bronzers and blushes and face powders. So I know how crazy this all looks, but it's just got out of hand, really. So I've got like Benefit Hoola in here, MAC, some Milani blushes, L'Oreal blushes, one from the Body Shop, a bronzer, MAC, and then I've got some here from Makeup Geek, which are the refillable pans, which I've not put into a magnetic like tray yet. Barry M Chisel Cheeks collection, highlight and contour. This is a Topshop highlighter, and then some bits from Soap and Glory down here. And then in here it is my, well, it started off as my like single eyeshadow drawer and then mascaras and brow products. It's just kind of all jumbled together now, really. You can probably tell that most of my makeup is drugstore. I do obviously have some bits like that's from Estee Lauder, Clinique, some bits that are more expensive, but I tend to buy high street, and then obviously when it comes to Christmas time or when I'm getting gifts off people, I ask for the more expensive things. But when I'm buying generally for myself, I go to drugstore because I think there are some amazing things available. So in here it's like my brow drawer. Well, it started off as my brow bit. I've got some Benefit in there, L'Oreal, and then I've got some bits from Kiko, some single eyeshadows from Maybelline, a L'Oreal one. I love those ones from L'Oreal, the infallible ones, and that's another one. I've got my cream eyeshadows in here as well, and just a whole abundance really. And then at the bottom here I've got some eyeshadow sticks. So I've got some from Number 7. I was planning on doing like an eyeshadow stick review blog post, and it's been on the list for literally months now, and I still haven't got around to doing it, but they're all in there so that eventually I can write that post. And then further down, this is where I've got all my palettes at the moment. So again, just the ones that I've got here. I've got some collection ones, the really cheap ones, but they're so good. I've got some Naked ones, Urban Decay ones, a Stila, MAC ones. I've got my NARS one, which has got blusher. It's got 3 blushes, a bronzer and a highlight in here. This is a very well loved palette of mine. It's really good for travelling. And then this is something that I recently bought from from Body Care. It was like £2, and the colour of the eyeshadows, like, they look gorgeous. I'll just show you with the thing open. Hello. I just thought they looked gorgeous, but I've not got around to using it properly yet. I don't know what the pigmentation is going to be like or the lasting power or anything, but I just thought for like £2 or £3, whatever it was, they looked really, really nice. You can come in. This drawer was kind of like a muddled up everything in here drawer. But then I decided I need somewhere to put my nail varnish because I was just putting it all on here and it was getting really, really messy. So I've used one of these Moody things again, and I've just got like some nail varnishes in here. So I've got one from Tanya Burr, which is actually what I've just like basically picked off, which I know is absolutely disgusting, but anyway. And I've got some Bourjois ones in here, Sally Hansen, Kiko. There'll be some Nails Ink in here, Essie, I would have thought, Barry M. And then I've got a couple of perfumes in here that I've recently just taken off the top because they're more summery fragrances, so not really appropriate for this time of year. And then in here, again, this started out as a skincare drawer and then stuff just gets dumped in here. So I've got like a little bit of skincare stuff in here. The majority of stuff in here is like testers that have been sent in packages or like Birchbox items, but there are just little bits and pieces in here like Benefit. I've got some Garnier, a travel size micellar water, a backup of the Body Shop vitamin C moisturizer, which I have nearly run out of, just bits and pieces. And then I just bought these the other day, some more cotton pads, and I just shoved them in this drawer, so we just close it and then nobody knows that it's messy, apart from all of you now that are watching this video. And then in here it's my hair drawer. So I've got some of the Fudge Urban Miracle Ends, which I like a lot more than that dry shampoo I showed you before. I've got some coconut oil leave-in conditioner, which I've just got a thing at the moment for like leave-in conditioners and heat sprays. Like I bought this one from Got To Be, so I just need to like get through them all. And I've got this Tresemme conditioner, a lot of different, this is a dry conditioner. I probably thought it was dry shampoo and I bought the wrong thing. I don't know why I've still got that really. Lots of dry shampoos in here, and then minis for like when I go traveling and stuff. This is a Bedhead by TG Dumb Blonde toning protection spray, and it's basically purple. It's like purple shampoo but in a spray form, and it like heat protects and stuff. I've had it for ages now, and I'm a little bit, you can see I've not really used that much of it. I'm a little bit scared of using it because the purple gets everywhere, but it does work really nicely. And then I've got some Body Shop shampoo in here, and and a whole load of other stuff that means that the drawer is really difficult to close. And then in the bottom I have body stuff, so it's quite similar to how I had it when we were back in Southport, but just a little bit more messy. So I've got some of the Imperial Leather Foam Burst Sweet Vanilla and Cherry Blossom in here to try, some Caress stuff that I bought when we went to Mykonos, Soap and Glory, and then I always buy this when it's on offer because otherwise it's quite expensive, and then I just forget that I don't need to buy any more. So I currently have like 3 in here of my deodorant, some shaving cream, and just general body stuff. And then over there in a box is like other stuff that I've bought, which is like makeup and skincare that I bought from the other house that I can't put anywhere. So is all of that stuff. There's like Birchbox stuff in here, and nail polishes, body stuff, hair stuff, random things, Clarins, nail varnishes. And then like on a day-to-day basis, I'll just take you over here. This is where I do my makeup while I'm here. So I have this little box, which is where I keep like my moisturiser, bubbles, eyelash curlers, and like just the little bits that you need, like tweezers and eyelash glue and stuff. And then I've got my makeup brushes here. This is stuff that I've used like today that I still need to tidy up, which is a little bit messy everywhere. And then on here I've got some brushes that I recently washed that I just put back in this box. So they're all in there. And then in the top drawer here I keep all of my like primers and foundations that I use on like a general day-to-day basis. I'm gonna do my nails later, so just ignore this. And then second drawer down I have like bronzers, blushes, things that I'm using like regularly at the moment. This is my eye drawer, which is like there's load of Kiko eyeshadow sticks in here. I've got number 5, another number 5, a number 6, a number 7. Like there are just so many in here because I just use them. Like you can just see how much I love them. Like there are so many in there. Mascaras and things like that. And then in the bottom drawer here, this is where I've kept like my lip, like the more like the crayony ones, and then just like when I've just like shoved them in here, there's a lot of like lip pencils in here, like the Maybelline Colour Dramas and then the NARS ones. And that's about it really. And then this is just, it's difficult to close. And then this is just what I did use this morning. So I used my beauty blender to apply my makeup. That's Thomas's Christmas card. Actually, I'll show you it because he's not going to watch this video. But I got it from M&S the other day, and it says, "For my husband, cold feet warmer, duvet stealer, big bear hugger, mistletoe kisser." I thought that was really nice. I need to take those downstairs, but yeah, I'm using this at the moment, and I've said to you that I really, really like it at the moment. I used this lip combo today, which is the Fleur de Force lip gloss and the Charlotte Tilbury lip liner in Pillow Talk, Hoola bronzer, and that's about it really. So I think I'm going to call it a night. If any of you would be interested in seeing what's in my sister's makeup bag, then let me know, because that's a video idea, isn't it, in itself? Or I could show you on the vlog. A little bit messy, but it's a makeup bag. So I'm going to call it a night now and get into my pyjamas, go downstairs and probably edit this vlog and finish off writing the blog posts that I'm writing, because they just seem to be like taking me ages to finish at the moment, so I need to get on with that. Thank you all for watching today. I'm sorry I've not really done anything, but it's really, really close to Christmas now and I'm really excited. So I hope you have all had a lovely day, and I will see you all in the morning. Night night.